Good morning, everybody. It is May 31st, 2024, and I am finally getting back to a little bit of a Tau action here. So, for all you folks that have been kind of waiting, wondering, hey, what the heck happened to this guy's Tau, display board and everything that he was working on with the Tau? Well, what really happened was basically the Tau codex, right? So as most of you guys know that are interested in Tau, there were quite a few changes. I had to change my list again one more time, which required me to go out and start reprinting a whole bunch of different stuff. Just the way that crisis suits were formed into three-man teams. In front of you here we have Kroot. I never intended to use Kroot. I just wanted to do mostly just battle suits or, mecha, let's say, right? Quote unquote, air quotes, mecha. But because one of the Kroot units was so good, you just cannot leave them out of your list. It's almost an auto take. You have to, unless you are going full battle suits with the detachment that is geared for straight battle suits. But I'm not going with that detachment. I'm going with Ka. So again, that's why we had to make these changes. So today we are here finally getting back into some Tau. As you know, look at this kind of display board here, this or the table underneath. Everything's gone, right? If you've been following me on my Rampager expedition or videos, basically that part of what I do, if you've been following me on that one, you know that I'm moving. So I'm doing this to kind of get you guys all up to speed, to let you know what we're doing with Tau, and again, basically my new stuff. Okay, so after this video about this specific unit, I'm also going to drop another Tau video on my crisis suits and what I've changed there. Okay, so stay tuned. I'm going to drop two videos. Now let's get into this one. This is PiperMakes rendition or version of what she has down as Kroot. These are called Corridora. And what I'll do is, again, I'll do the whole picture thing. I'll drop some pictures in right here. Okay, this is her offering. And as you can tell, even though they are Kroot and supposed to be organic, like, right, quote unquote organic, these are battle suit type Kroot. She made Kroot in the forms of mecha, okay, which works with my theme, and I'm very happy. So a little bit of different coloration on the display board to identify these as Kroot. A little bit different helmets, a little bit different formulation, and again, we'll get into the details here. Let's throw up GW's offering right here. Okay, this is their Kroot. Again, very organic, kind of beastie, right? Just jungle or desert, whatever kind of environment they fit in. They just kind of overall look good, but again, organic. And for our display board, we did not want any fleshy, organic type things on the board. We wanted to go, if you guys just remember, we wanted to go with the Terminator, kind of all mecha, ran by some other group, in the universe, and these are just robots, whatever you want to call them. Okay, so let's get into this, some details. So here is her offering. As you can see, we'll bring one of these bad boys in here, get this to focus, and look at that. He's got his little clip. He's reloading his clip down on one knee. They have their Kroot weapon. These are actually going to be Farstalkers, okay? By the way, not carnivores. Kroot Farstalkers, okay? So we have to get into that. Now here is my leader or kill broker. As you can see, he has a little bit different helmet. the little bit kind of pointed. We'll color this red or some type of other color on his helmet to identify him as the kill broker. But he has his special kill broker weapon. Okay, so see, he's got the little clip coming across on the tail. As you guys can see, all these have tails. Very unique, very different. And that's, again, that's why, just like I keep saying, her stuff is just amazing. PiperMakes. But that's the kill broker with his special little kill broker sniper weapon. Okay, then we have the Farstalker here with the special heavy weapon, and I believe this one is like 3 shots at 18 inches, right? It's not a heavy weapon per se, but I just wanted to throw that in there. Dual-handed. Also, as you can tell, each of my Kroot here, Farstalkers, all 4-arm configuration, which again, really cool. I love it. This is, like, again, fantastic. I can't say enough about these models. But you can see he's got his little tail plugged in, his little energy thing coming out, going into the heavy weapon there. And again, tails. Okay, awesome. Very cool. Pull up a couple more. We have some kneeling, some standing. We have like just regular standing position. This one without the pistols. This one a double sword configuration. Again, what's beautiful about PiperMakes is you can just do what you want, right, on your configurations. Here's one that's kneeling. Okay, another person kneeling. We have some running. Okay, so let's look at that. See how he'll be on the base, his pistol out, weapon in the air with his little bayonet or little top knife piece up top. Okay, so that's it. I mean, 10 of them. We got 10 of them here. Okay, now let's bring in why these are so good and why pretty much Farstalkers are an auto take. What we're going to bring in now is their special character. I believe he's a trail shaper, right? That's what he's called. And so we have their trail shaper. Look at that. You know, he's got his cloak, got his little decorations on his weapons. Little bit different head style, right? Very similar, but a little bit different. And that's his position. Got his weapon raised, kind of challenging the foe. But again, just the ability for all the pre-game shenanigans, right? The infiltration, so you can, during deployment, you can press your opponent to the back of the board, right? If you go first, you're going to want to infiltrate. You want to press up. Especially with this unit, you want to press them up as far as you can to drop that first unit. I don't even care, right? You drop them right in the open, because a second ability of the trail shaper is you put them right out the open, you figure out who gets to go first, and you pull them off the table. You use his one-time redeployment thing where after you figure out who gets to go first, you pick them up, and then you get to redeploy. In addition to that, they also have Scout. So if you want to leave them right there in front of your opponent, knowing that you get to go first, you can Scout, move forward, and then charge or move block, essentially pinning your opponent back into their deployment zone for at least 1 turn, possibly 2, just depending on whether or not you've pinned him back good and he can get rid of him with shooting and hand-to-hand combat or whatever you're doing, right? So it's just too good of unit, so you have to have him in there. Okay, so last part of this unit, again, I'll put all the pictures in, I'll put all the links in the description, but these are the Kroot Hounds. Okay, so check that out. This is PiperMakes version of Kroot Hounds. Look at the little eyes, the little antenna, ears. You got the little claws on the end of their paws there, or whatever you want to call them. But again, a mecha, a 100% robot mecha Kroot Hound. And I'm going to install, or I'm going to add another unit of Kroot Hound, because I believe you're allowed to pick the Farstalker unit with the trail shaper and I believe the rule says 1 additional Kroot unit. So over here to the left, off camera, I'll slide it in. Let me push these aside. Right over here, we'll slide these in. Here are my 5. Okay, now it's instead of like 3 or 4, I believe last index it was 3 or 4. A little bit more pricier, but you do get 1 extra hound. But here are my 5 Kroot hounds. Okay, so now I'm going to add Farstalkers and a Kroot hound. So again, that's the change of my list. So bingo bango, right? Like we like to say, bingo bango, done. So I just wanted to catch you guys up to what we're doing here with the Tau. I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to close this one out. We're going to roll the credits, get the ending music going, and then we're going to reset up, clear the board, and I'm going to set up and I'm going to bring in my crisis suits, and we're going to do another quick video right after this so we can post 2. Like I said, I am moving. So give me a couple weeks. The reason I'm posting these videos now is because I do have to tear down the computer, the phone, my setup. I have to fold up this table. This table's going to go in the back of the U-Haul or the truck, everything else. So I need time to move. We will be back in a little while after the move. Obviously, I'm not going anywhere. I still got all these projects. But yeah, please hang in there with me, guys. And I appreciate every one of you. And like we always end every video, may all your dice rolls come up 6s unless you're looking for that 1. Peace out, everybody.